Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber podcast, Nintendo Direct Switch 2 edition. Not an actual episode number today. We are recording, what is this? It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. Nintendo had their Switch 2 Direct. We're going to be talking about that. Before we get that, I'm forgetting the damn intro. I'm your host, Everett, aka 2Beats to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. Joining me, the usual creeps. Devin,
What up, Skank?
JJ.
What's up?
For context, I'm a little forgetting stuff because we're talking about the camera with the Switch 2, and I just before the recording of the actual podcast, I was saying I will not play any games where there's cameras involved. Not risking any of that. For anyone who was around during the Xbox 360, what was it called? What was it? Was it Xbox
Live
Live
Arcade
camera?
Tournament?
Probably.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was
I
called.
forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
But if you played Uno, woo, you saw some shit.
Can't even tell if you're fucking, was it a chat roulette or Uno?
Chat roulette or Uno on Xbox 360 live.
Both.
Hey yo, it's like hey yo, random stranger, draw 4. Oh, that's a penis.
Yeah, exactly. Like, like Uno. No, not Uno, dick. Like, oh god, oh my god. Didn't like even. I want to say people straight up were just like fucking on that, right?
I don't know, man.
That sounds right. Like that was just a thing. People were like, you know what? We're gonna fuck and do it while we're playing Uno for some reason and show it
Well,
on the camera.
a little voyeurism. I mean,
Yeah. Oh man. What a way to start the podcast, talking about people's dicks and people fucking on cameras. All right, so as I said earlier, this is a special edition podcast talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. It was what about 50 minutes, 50ish minutes to an hour long or
yeah.
so of a lot of good. Maybe there was a little bit of bad, but it seemed like a lot of bad, according to the internet, afterwards. But we'll get into all that. Hey, you guys want to do the normal thing just before we talk about it, or like maybe what you guys have been playing since the last podcast, or you want to get into it?
Sure.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that, man.
Might as well try and stretch this podcast out as best as we can. Kind of like people. No, you know what? I'm not gonna make the joke. Anyways, Devin, what have you been doing?
A little bit of Ass Creed Shadows and a little bit more. Well, because the last podcast that we didn't record because we have a
Oh, yeah.
geriatric in charge.
No, okay.
Um,
So hold on.
No.
No,
You
no.
don't
I
get
have
defend
to. I have
yourself.
to. No, I'm not defending. So we're not gonna have a normal. We didn't have a normal podcast this week because OBS decided to fuck me. It recorded my audio, but it didn't record Devin's audio. We didn't have JJ or whatever. Maybe JJ was the linchpin because it seems to be working fine now that JJ's here. So I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe it was like, hey, no JJ, no podcast.
My voice too white.
Maybe. You know what? I believe OBS is like, wow, your voice sounds like it has a lot of privilege. So we're gonna
I
not
mean, it does.
we're skipping like that, but we're also gonna skip next Sunday's recording because it's gonna be my birthday. I'm turning 39. Fuck you guys.
59.
Oh my god. I'm like, before they even say it, I already know, you motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday. Probably going to an Applebee's or something.
Wow, living it up.
Hey, that is living it up in this current, uh, fucking climate with the economy being so. Anyways, all right. So go ahead. That's just.
Anyways,
Yeah. Go ahead. Devin.
Brother, been playing Brothership, a little bit of Ass Creed Shadows. Played that Mullet Mad Jack that's on Game Pass. That was
That game
interesting.
is fun as fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of like a really short, like on crack, or I guess not even on crack. Just like if you're high on like ecstasy, Doom.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then yeah, like I said, a little bit of Mario Luigi Brothership. I think just like the Switch being announced, I was like, I really want to play this, and I think Brothership kind of got like a bad rap when it was first announced, or like not when it was first announced, but just like when it was out, like it kind of got like a bad rap. But it's not a perfect game, and definitely there's been better ones in the series, but overall, like it's still a good game. Like if you like the Mario RPG, like the Mario and Luigi RPG style games.
The Mario, yeah. Oh yeah, because like we had talked about on the Lost episode, there's like 3 styles of Mario RPG. There's like the
Yeah,
Mario and Luigi one. There's the Super Mario RPG, and the oh fuck, what was the other one? Paper Mario. Paper
yeah,
Mario.
yeah, it's good.
JJ, still same old, same old.
Um, yeah, I'm playing a little bit of Marvel Rivals right now.
Did you get the twerk
I got one.
emote?
I'm working on it right now. Well, not right now, but like I'm trying to. I got 22 hours left to get the twerking emote of Venom.
you you know that was for yesterday because, like I said, we're recording on April 2nd. Yesterday was April 1st, so that's April Fool's Day. I know that was part of like right. It's for April Fool's Day they did that.
Mhm.
The random twerking emote. So like stuff like that is cool. Me and Devin like talked about this a little bit, and he said it first, but I was like, yeah, I hate April Fool's Day. Like when they announce things or like things are up, like put up on whatever as like announcements this or this, I just don't believe. Like I don't want to believe anything. Like Devin had
Yeah,
texted me saying like, oh, that they renewed the Dexter Original Sin show for season 2. I'm like, I'm not gonna believe it. Like it could just be a random Twitter account that's like, oh yeah, like until I see
yeah.
an official thing
But
the
then I
day
googled it, and
after.
like Deadline was reporting it and stuff like that. Like actual like reputable like places. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, see like that. Like I'm like, okay, cool. But it's just like until I see like
yeah,
it's
but
still
like
being
it's
talked
because
about. Yeah.
the whole thing is like with that Zelda live action, like when IGN did like that fake trailer for like, oh, like the new Zelda, like a Zelda movie's coming out or whatever. And then everyone got excited for it, and then they were like, oh yeah, just April Fools. They're like like but like why? Like why'd you have to do that to us? Like we got
Yeah.
excited. Like make the April Fools jokes stupid. Like I saw like GameStop, their April Fools was like this year was like, oh, instead of like the artwork what like we
Oh
print
yeah.
out when there's no cases, like this guy's pretty good at drawing, so then he did like
But stuff like
like
that
an
is
Elden Ring.
okay. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
fine because
joke.
it's like it's clearly like a joke. But when it's like I don't know, like this could like I don't know, the next Doom game is gonna
No, actually, no.
be
A
a
good example. Like I'm not a fan of the game, but like like an actual like someone who does like leaking or whatever, or like an insider, posted a thing of like, oh, Brutal Legend remastered, and the like cover they use looked like professionally done. Now, obviously, I'm like, okay, that's a joke or whatever. Like, or even if it wasn't, like, I don't care about the game. But can you imagine someone who's like wanted a remaster of Brutal Legend for like years and then sees that and like, oh, fuck you. Thank you for opening that wound.
yeah. Especially if the remaster, if they fucking actually, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't need it. They wouldn't need to really change the gameplay, but maybe tell the truth about what the
Oh,
game's
that it's a
actually
fucking
about.
RTS.
Yeah,
not a not a hack and slash beat 'em up or whatever. Stupid.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, man. I don't know, man. April Fools like could be so cool. Like I don't know. I'm just more like what was it? My brother was talking about. I don't know the name of the game. He's like, there's a character in the game that he plays that's like super popular, and they made like for like an April Fool's thing, they just made like a little mini game or something like that, where it's like a mech version of that character, just for no reason, just to have fun, like stuff like that.
Hmm.
Do things like that, where it's like, oh, you're clearly like just having fun. You're not like, oh, you know, fucking World of Warcraft coming to consoles, you know, something like that, where it's like, yeah, people want that. Don't fuck with us.
Yeah, especially when consoles like have mouse and keyboard support. Like if they're like, "Oh, World of Warcraft, come to Game Pass," like it like on console, it could be a thing because
Yeah,
mouse and keyboard support, or
Yeah,
the
like
World of
Final
Warcraft
Fantasy
on
can do
Switch
it.
too, because now you have two. Because you have a mouse, like you can use the two Joy Cons as mouse.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah. All right. So, oh, JJ, was that it? Anything else you're playing, or?
No, the other thing is it. I was tempted to download Warzone to play Verdansk again. Go back
Oh
to
yeah.
2019, man, 2020 or whatever. Try it out.
Back in the
So
day
more
of
time.
2019, 2020.
Yeah, I think it's 2020. I think, but yeah, I think like when Devin and I were playing, like remember in the other one or whatever, it had like the casual version of it. You can just play. Like, no, I just do that a little bit. Just check out the map again. But other than that, eh. I'm sticking to WoW for a little bit and some RuneScape. Same
You
old,
know,
man.
I saw that it got it got like announced or like a trailer or whatever put up of that RuneScape Dragon Wilds.
That is correct.
Yeah, I saw when I saw that, I was like, this looks cool. Like it looks. I mean, because it's what Valheim, right? It's basically Valheim,
Yeah,
right? But with a RuneScape like skin.
yeah. As a lot of the skills is like from the RuneScape MMO as like a skill in the game. So when you're building the house, it's like essentially like construction, which is pretty cool. I don't know how much I can talk about it because it's still NDA thing, but
I
Do
mean,
a pussy.
they announced they
that's
have
it.
like a gameplay
No,
trailer.
they still. No, I'm in a thingy that say they're still not lifted up to NDA.
Do
Uh,
it. Are you
So, but
afraid?
it's super fun. I'm afraid, yeah. Like it's fucking fun as shit. It's super fun. I can't wait to play it again. And I think when you told me before, I think it's more than 3 players. I think they just showed off the 3 players because it's like one dude's the archer, one's the mage, and the other guy's like the melee guy. But everybody can play anything you want, just like RuneScape. You can be whatever. It's not like each person's like specific to one class.
all I
I
know is
think
Devin, you better make sure your PC is running smoothly because you're gonna have to download it so we can all play. You're
Download
like, is it
what?
coming to console?
that's what
Was
I
it?
wish. Like when I like, I don't see why not. Maybe if there's enough hype and see like how well it goes on PC. I'm like, if Valheim's on fucking console,
I would say
let that
Valheim's on the Xbox. I mean, we could always download that. Isn't it free on the Xbox?
it's on Game Pass or some shit.
It's on Game Pass. I mean, we could kind of always download that if we want to play a game that's similar.
What's Game Pass?
I don't know, some weird
Only
fucking thing that.
the greatest value in gaming right now. It's even more so
Yeah, especially because
now.
you get especially Watchers on it.
Yeah. That. I think that's what I'm looking forward to. Can't wait for that one, the RuneScape one.
All right. As for me, I played a little bit of the
No
Assassin's
cares.
Creed Shadow. What?
Huh?
Okay. Anyways, I played a little bit of this Ass Creed Shadows. It's fine so far. I really honestly believe the Yasuke character was a tacked on thing to check boxes because that Naue character is clearly the main character. So, and that's all I'm gonna say on that shit. But um, other than that, I've been busy fucking editing that God of War 1 retrospective. Dude, I'm up to like I think 20 minutes in that video. And it, like to edit 5 minutes takes like 3 hours to like, okay, I gotta place this here, place this. It is I don't understand how people are able to edit videos so quickly. I just don't get it. It is.
Uh,
Yeah.
Well, some people do it as a job and go to school for video editing. That's the thing, dog.
Well, no, like so, like there's this podcast. What is it? From the Last Stand Media. Colin Moriarty guy. It's a PlayStation podcast. I don't remember. Sacred Symbols. That's what it's called. Well, it's just the podcast from that little network, Last Stand Media. They have a guy, Lockmort, who does like edits. He always just like does fan edits for them, where he takes like parts of their podcast and makes it look like they're saying stuff that they're not actually saying and things like that. But some of those edits of his that come out after a podcast, I'm like, he like brings them out so fast. And it's not like these little edits that are just like, oh, I mean, like he had to have been like thinking about, oh, I'm gonna place this here, as he was listening to the podcast. Because fuck,
Mm.
yeah.
So what you're saying is you're talentless.
When it comes to editing, you're damn right I am. Look, I'm okay when it comes to editing. I'll say that, if anything. Like, I think I've done a pretty good job with how retarded I am. As the
I never
famous
edited, so I can't really say shit about
as
it.
a famous Alex, what's his name? Alex something, whatever, that one fat dude. Look, I'm kind of retarded. Okay.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, Alex Jones. Look, I'm kind of retarded. Okay. So when it comes to editing and putting this stuff together, I'm just trying not to fuck up too bad. Hopefully, I'll be done by Friday.
Hey, well, once you pop up, we can hire somebody to do it for us.
Huh? Oh, I know.
Once you pop
Hey,
on, dude, we can just hire somebody to do it.
if
That's the
yeah,
first thing we're getting.
if this podcast becomes big enough and my own YouTube channel becomes big enough where I could hire someone to do it, I am 100% hiring someone to edit my shit. Cause yeah, I don't mind recording all that like gameplay footage and doing voiceover stuff and all that, but man, I should probably send you guys like a little early edit of what I have so far, just so you could. I know
Tell
Devin's
you it
just gonna be
sucks.
I know Devin's just gonna be a jackass about it, but still.
But
All right, I think we've rambled long enough, almost 20 minutes. Stretch, like I said, to stretch this podcast out. Gotta get that content in. All right, let's go
just
ahead
like I'm
and
gonna stretch you out.
let's go ahead and get into the. God, fuck. Oh my
You
god.
can't say the word stretch out and expect me not
I
to say
know.
that.
I know. I know. I just damn. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the meat of what this podcast is going to be. Switch 2. They finally
Wait, they did? They announced it?
yeah, hey, they announced
Oh
the Switch
shit.
2. We know it
Wow.
exists now.
Huh. Can't believe it. Didn't see that one
Like
coming.
holy shit. So Switch 2, they finally just gave us not every last detail, but
I mean,
pretty much, huh?
pretty much. I mean,
I would say pretty
other
much.
than them making us. I mean, I'll make it later, but yeah, pretty much every detail. Even if it wasn't during the showcase, they let it dick trickle out afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of that like stuff, I'm like, I that had to have been like strategic, like to not say it during the actual direct, to just be like,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
oh, I mean, we'll get into it and everything, but yeah. So, Switch 2, just right off the bat, it's confirmed. It's coming out this year. It's coming out in fucking like what, 2 months?
Basically, yeah.
Good, dude.
Yeah,
3
we're in
days after
April.
my birthday, dog. Excited.
June 5th, right? Fuck, I'm not remembering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's coming out June 5th, and they said this came out afterward, but well, okay. It's April 9th here in the States, or April 9th
Yeah.
at certain retailers,
Yeah.
and April 8th, like on their website.
I don't know, man. I just saw
I
shit about it's
yeah.
UK the 8th or something, and then the 9th
It's a
is the
little,
US.
it's a little, like,
Either way, I mean, I'm not gonna be like the way that Nintendo has it set, where like, oh, you have to have played X amount of hours.
you're
Oh,
not
that
getting
one.
it from their website.
No, like I'm not like. I mean, if it was like Xbox and they were like, oh, like we're gonna send it out to our top performers, like all of us would have no issue getting it there. Which I'm not like. I mean, if
Well,
Nintendo wants to do that to curb
Scalpers.
Scalpers.
scalpers on their side, I mean that's fine. Like I get it. You got to do whatever you can. I just hope they like. I know I've joked about like, oh, I can like scalp these off, but honestly, I'd rather it not be an issue, just so I can make sure like I can get mine. I'd rather it like
Yeah,
not be
usually
able
you
to
get us
scalp.
usually one. Like when you
Yeah,
got the OLED, you got me the one because it's like, oh,
yeah,
well, you got an next one.
Hey, man,
yeah.
I'm relying on you to be able to get me one
I
because
know. Like
you're pretty good at it. I don't know
I
how you're able to.
you know.
I
Well,
think
I
it's your
just
white privilege. That's what it is.
no. I mean, I have Twitter notifications on for a couple people, and they just let me know when shit goes live, and then I
Yeah.
just yeah.
So
I
yeah.
don't know.
So June
I
5th.
think, but the June, no, the Nintendo one, the pre-orders don't go until fucking May though.
Really?
Yeah, it's literally the next month. Then you get the. So if you miss next week's pre-orders, you have to wait till next month if you get selected for Nintendo.
That's
Yeah,
fucking weird.
yeah. I just
Yeah.
don't know how it's gonna work. Like, obviously, with like the other retailers, like, I mean, because yeah, Nintendo's gonna do their own thing when it comes to like their website, and if you get to pre-order their system or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if GameStop gets more stock, they're gonna
I was just sell
they'll
there.
yeah they'll open up their pre-orders whenever, and same with like Target, Best Buy, and Amazon's always the weirdest one. Like Best Buy, Target, and GameStop are more consistent with how they do pre-orders. Amazon's just like random. It'll just be like a random fucking day at like I don't know, like 4 p.m. and it'll just be like, oh yeah, Switch pre-orders are up. It's like
Yeah,
okay,
because the GameStop when we did it was like literally the next day. It's like, hey, Thursday, our
yeah,
store like on certain things you have fucking 10 consoles. Good luck. Like
yeah,
okay, since we're like a smaller store, like that was rough. But compared like like the mall had like what 50 console pre-orders. So at least it made it easier for people to like realize if they showed up late. Like if you're the fucking six, get the fuck out. There's no
yeah.
point. But I think this is a safe thing. I'm going to try to get one on next week if I can. Hopefully, I get an email from Nintendo the following month.
No, I mean, like, I am gonna try to pre-order it as best I can. Luckily, yeah, like when they
Yeah,
open the pre-orders.
I wouldn't count on Nintendo like you getting an email from Nintendo, JJ, just because like I mean like do you play? I mean like have you been like a
I've,
heavy Switch user?
I've had a fucking membership for like I'm a family membership for like over a year. I've played 50 hours more on my
Okay,
Switch before.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah,
like, yeah.
I think we played 50 hours more on our Switch before, right?
Hopefully
Like,
hopefully I'm
yeah.
able to because,
The thing
like,
is, I
yeah,
just don't have a membership because like I've obviously put the time in, but I haven't had a membership, so
I don't
no,
have
if
a
you had a
family
membership,
membership, but I have the Switch Online with the expansion
I think
pack and
yeah,
all.
but I think the family the year membership in the 50 hours, I think you get those are high priority people. But I think it maybe that's like maybe Devin, you obviously played hours on it. Like, oh, yo, Devin, next in line, let's get some people that put some hours onto the switches. Fuck it, here you go. But people that put both gets their first priority. That's my
yeah. I
take on it.
mean,
My copium, I guess.
yeah. I mean, it'll be what it'll be. Like I said, I signed up for the Nintendo thing, but yeah, I'm just expecting to get it from like Best Buy or whatever.
Mhm.
So
Okay, but yeah, so June 5th, 2025, it's going to be priced. There's going to be two different bundles. There's going to be the regular, just Switch 2 bundle, $450, and then there's going to be one with the Mario Kart World. It's going to be $500, which probably is going to be the one that everyone goes for, I would say.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pre-order. Like, I'm gonna like I'm gonna just try to get both. I mean, like that way, if I don't get like the Mario Kart one, then I'll just like
You have the regular. Yeah.
and then I'll just get Mario
I
Kart
don't think I
later.
care about the Mario Kart World one at all. I like if I could try and get just the system, I'm gonna go for it. Like,
Yeah.
although I mean, if
I think
I'm
the fact that it's just like it's an $80 game, I'm like shit, they're giving it for $50. I'm like,
And that's the thing. It's $50 game, dude, for a $80 to $90 game.
I've seen a lot of people like, yeah, there's that thing about it being $80 that people are saying like it's probably $80 because they have the bundle. So it's like, oh, they're trying to get people to spend that $500 to get the
And then
console
that's
and
what I told my
everything.
buddy. I told my buddy that, and he's like, "What if they're doing it that so they can get people to buy the bundle?" I'm like,
That's
"Yeah,
they're-
maybe."
that's probably why they're like, if you want Mario Kart World, we know you want Mario Kart World. Buy it this way; it's cheaper. I mean, look,
But like I was telling
we've
Devin before, this game Mario Kart 8 lasted 11 fucking years. You know, like top fucking selling fucking Switch game. Of course, like it's going to be sitting at $8 soon, like 90 whatever. Especially with the whole now you can transfer your digital games now to other people in your family plan. So to whoever to let them borrow, I guess.
mhm.
Even if they're not in the same house, you can just fucking do that. But I think it's gonna go a long way. So that we probably won't even get it. Maybe if how it tracks from the last Mario Kart, we wouldn't even get another Mario Kart till fucking 2030, like mid 2030s.
It's
I
possible.
think I said it before. So like, and I think before you got on, I'm assuming this is gonna be the same for other games like fucking Smash Bros. Like probably be the same price. Just have a game lasted for
That
like this console
it
generation,
doesn't look like that.
years to come, and
Like it
just
doesn't
update
look
the
like that
fucking
though.
game.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
said that too, but you also said that no other company to do $100 games, and here we go.
Well, they're still not doing $100 games. And if you guys remember, I said the only company that to me is more probably willing to, just because they don't care at all, would be Nintendo. But I don't think Nintendo is going to $100. $90 is pushing it. I think there's a reason they're doing the night. Well, okay, we're gonna get into this little discussion, I guess. Yeah, right now, obviously. But like the thing is, apparently it looks like it's normal priced everywhere else in the world. The games, it's only priced. These games are priced that way here.
We gotta special somebody.
So I don't even think it's
Some
that.
orange-haired
Yeah,
bitch.
I don't even
Yeah.
think it's
Well, the
that. Like
console's $100 cheaper in fucking Japan.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't even think it's that. Like Nintendo is like, oh, we're gonna start trying to overcharge. It's just here in America, they're like, you know what? Yeah, thanks to your guys' president, we're gonna charge you more.
Like we have to. Like we have to. It's not even like we. I don't think they even like. It's not like they want to. It's like they just like. It's like okay, like it costs the fucking tariffs. Like we're not gonna eat the cost. Like you can kiss my ass. We're not gonna eat the cost. And it makes sense if they're gonna make it over there in Japan. It's cheaper just to sell it there than it is to us. So it sucks, but it's just I don't know.
Like they
Thanks,
probably were
Nazis.
planning on. They probably were planning on like games are just gonna be $70. The console might have been like $400, just normal, straight up. But
Yeah.
then, yeah, we got the guy that we got for presidency, who's gonna be like, yeah, tariffs. That's a good idea. Like, no, it's gonna make everything more expensive. And sure enough, like it was already bad enough with electronics because of like making making chips and all that stuff has been like for like the last, I don't know, like 6, 7, 8 years or whatever. It's been kind of a shit show when it comes to like
Well, ever since the pandemic, it's been.
My pandemic, and I think I thought it was like better now. They said it was fine now.
no,
Yeah, I mean, like
it got
it's.
better, but it didn't like it didn't even out. It just got better because the pandemic made it worse, but it didn't like get better. Unfortunately, it just. I mean, yes, it got better, but it's like, oh, yeah, it's instead of having like your leg chopped off, you just have a broken leg. So yeah, like I said, just because of that, like there's that, and then yeah, now the tariffs. Yeah, like I mean, I've been seeing it. A bunch of like analysts online saying like, oh yeah, this shit's gonna get expensive. Video game stuff because these tariffs are not gonna. They're not gonna help.
Yeah, physical and digital are gonna be expensive. Yeah.
hmm
Well, I mean, when it comes to digital, they're never like. That's the thing. People are like, well, well, they could just like. I've seen that like sentiment too. Like, well, they could just make the digital cheaper if they have to make the physical more expensive because they could. I'm like, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna be like, well, if you want the physical version, sorry, it's gonna be this much. If you want the digital version, it's like $20-$30 less. They're not doing that. Like, it's not happening. You're glad. Like, you should be glad that it's $10 less instead of like, well, no, it's just gonna basically
And the
be the
funny
same
thing is,
price.
the fucking physical copy is still a fucking code. You can still download the game, so it doesn't matter.
You know, okay, so we're gonna get into like details. We'll get into details. Let's table this stuff right now. I want to get your guys' overall thoughts on like what you thought and what will you grade the direct. JJ, we'll start with you.
I give it like a 7.5, like 8. It's pretty good. I liked it. Like the games that were announced for it was really fucking cool. We know what I'm talking about. We know what you're talking about.
Oh,
But
yeah, I know, huh?
yeah, I thought it was
The
pretty cool. A
the
lot of the games.
wheelchair game.
Oh yeah.
You know that game looks super fucking crazy. What
It's just
Dragon
fucking
It's
Drive
gonna
or
be
weird.
something?
trash.
It's gonna be
Like, it's like
trash. No, it's
you're
going
like
to be
arms.
absolutely
It's a
garbage.
tech demo.
2.0,
It's a
dude.
Yeah, it's a
tech
tech
demo
demo.
game. Like they're just trying to show you, like, oh, look at these crazy things you can do with these two Joy Cons. Like, you don't
Yeah,
give
the
a shit.
mouse thing. Like it's very weird take on it.
Mhm.
But
So yeah, like
but
seven and a
like
half, eight
like
for you.
Donkey Kong. Yeah, Donkey Kong. Yeah, I was super excited for the games and stuff. Console getting very close date. It'll be a 9 out of 10 if I get a pre-order next week.
All right, Devin, what about you?
I'd give it a B plus. So yeah, 8 to 9 out of 10. I mean, Donkey Kong for me, like that's. I mean, like we talked about before the podcast. Like I've been talking about wanting a new 3D Donkey Kong before. So the fact that it actually exists and is coming out, it's not a launch title, but it's pretty much a launch title.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. So, and then just like confirming that GameCube games. So, like, I do feel like I'm like now it's more than ever. Like, I know I said I don't have a Switch membership online, but now I will get one with GameCube games because I never actually ended up playing Wind Waker back in the GameCube. So, this will be a chance for me to play that. Like, they showed Luigi Mansion will be on there too. So, like, go back and play because I haven't played that since the GameCube. So, it's been 20 years since I played that game. So, I'm excited to go back and play
Yeah,
those
and I can't
games.
wait to see what new what other GameCube games they had too.
Yeah, then they showed a few. Like they obviously said like, oh, these will be available at launch, and they had like that, like a slideshow, like Mario Strikers, like their first soccer game and stuff,
Hmm.
or football.
Hmm.
As I've been watching Ted Lasso.
I wonder if they're gonna like since they had like Soul Calibur because they had Link in there. I wonder if they're gonna do like that fucking NBA game with Mario, Peach, and Luigi. That came out in
NBA
it.
Street,
Yeah.
probably not, dude. NBA Street was fucking, like NBA and NFL Street, like 1 and 2. For both of those were fucking top tier sports games. Like that's peak sports games were those two
They
games. Like
were
those two series.
goated, as the kids say.
Yes. Especially
Alright.
NFL Street Volume 2. Whoo! He plays the Vikings in that. Fucking undefeated.
And I forgot they added like those 2 Pokemon games too, like the Coliseum and
Oh no,
Shadow XD.
they're going to add them at some point.
Yeah,
Like I
so
said,
like those are
we'll
gonna
get
add.
it. We'll get into that stuff. We'll get into that stuff. I just yeah. So okay, yeah, I think I'm on the same boat as you guys. More like a B plus, maybe an A minus. Like I'd probably go 8.5
Yeah.
out of
The thing
10.
is, I would give the showcase itself that, but the fact that kind of like snuck the other stuff in, like we already mentioned,
Well,
kind of like snuck the other stuff in at the end. I like just be fucking man about it. I don't care that the console costs $450. Just fucking say it. You know, don't be a bitch about it. Just fucking say it.
so that stuff doesn't matter to me. I kind of knew they probably wouldn't do that. I was more concerned with like, are they gonna give me some good surprises, and are they gonna give me the details that I want to know? And they did. I wanted to, or not the details I wanted, or but like, are they gonna like? Am I gonna get like things that I've been wanting out of a Nintendo console for the past, 2, 3, 4 years or whatever it is? And they said like, what the screen's 1080p, right? On when it's in handheld mode,
Yeah,
but it goes up to
and
1080p
120
or the
frames.
120
LCD.
hertz.
Yeah.
I, I don't care about LCD or
I
OLED.
know. I don't care either. They both. I mean,
Like,
like,
I
OLED look.
swear I don't see a difference. I swear, like
That's because you have old geriatric guys.
whatever. Anyways, but like yeah, it's 1080p, but up to 120 frames in handheld. And then when it's docked, it's 4K 60 up to 4K 60 kind of stuff. So like that right off the bat, I was like, fuck yes. Like I want performance. Like whatever. People talk about like Nintendo games, looking not the best, blah blah blah. Why do they have to do that? I'm like, I've never cared about like what the Nintendo games look like resolution wise, or whatever, because it's obviously they go with more art style for their games, but like
Yeah,
all their games look like cartoons. Like, do you need like this absolute like you know
It's kind of like Borderlands. Like Borderlands has never been like the most graphically great game, but that's the art style doesn't need it to be.
well, because like, that's the thing, like a game like, I don't know, shit, Metal Gear Solid 1, the original even Metal Gear Solid, like the Twin Snakes remake on GameCube. Like, if you look at it, it looks kind of like shit today because they went for a more realistic looking game, obviously in Metal Gear. Whereas you look like, to compare in the same generation, GameCube, Wind Waker holds up because they were like, we're going to go with a specific like cartoony art style. So yeah, all for games like that, I was
I
more
don't know.
concerned
Metroid
with
wasn't
performance.
cartoony,
Huh?
but yeah, Nintendo as a Metroid is not cartoony. I think it's like kind of decent looking, but I think with Nintendo games, they make their games pop the fuck off on theirs games. I'm not gonna play some random fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 1 on fucking Wii for the graphics. Like,
Yeah.
I'm playing a Nintendo game. I'm playing Mario. I'm playing all that stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why. But like I said, I was more concerned with like, I want them to focus on the performance. Give me 60 frames. I did not
Exactly.
expect 120 frames, but
Yeah.
that's a nice surprise.
Why? Your eye can only tell 60 frames, so nothing higher doesn't matter.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I
Some
used to
people are born with higher frame rates.
no, but the thing is, I actually can see like,
Privilege.
I've been able to see the difference between 120 and 60 because like Gears 5 does
Can't
up
tell
to
on OLED.
120. Huh?
Can't check on an OLED.
OLED? What? No. What's the difference between an OLED and LCD? Like
I don't know.
like yeah. I mean,
I've had an OLED for a long time.
I know I have an LCD like 4K 120 frames per second like TV. It's not an OLED TV, mine. But then like I had the Switch OLED, and it doesn't look like so much better. Like I had a smaller TV that was an OLED TV, and it didn't like look like this like awesome, amazing, like so much better than my fucking big 65-inch theater like TV. I don't know. It's the HDR that seems to matter. Like, is it good when it comes to doing that?
I
I
don't
don't know,
know. Is
whatever.
it?
True,
I
true,
think
true.
HDR like is the big difference. When I see a game that doesn't have the HDR, like when there's no HDR being implemented, to a game that like when HDR is implemented, especially like they do it really well, that's where I've noticed like a difference. Like because colors pop now. The blacks are blacker, the whites are whiter. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Also, like they, along with like the performance of the console, like being what I want. Like I was hoping they were gonna be like, oh, we're also gonna, bump up performance for some old games. and specifically two
Yeah.
games that I really wanted were Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And they're doing that. They're doing that with like what the Mario Party Jamboree? Is that what it's called?
Mario Party Jamboree, baby, and Kirby the Forgotten Land.
Oh, and
baby.
Kirby Forgotten Land. But they're also even adding like extra like content to
Extra stuff too.
the Mario
Yeah.
Party and Kirby games.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
excited. I'm actually gonna get. I was actually trying to get that camera for sure, just because that's some crazy weird mini games on there.
Yeah, and the thing I like too is the dock is actually going to do more than just be a glorified projector.
No, it
To your
actually
TV.
is gonna help.
Like it
with-
actually, that was one of the things that I was like, I wish list. I hope the dock actually does something other than like it actually helped boost it up. So that's like one thing I'm really excited for, that the dock isn't just something that's why I'm actually going to play my Switch 2 on my TV, because like I rarely play my Switch outside of handheld mode, because I'm like I can just I don't know, I can just be
That's-
watching something on TV and have it in
That's hilarious.
handheld mode.
That's hilarious because I rarely ever played my Switch in handheld mode. It was just a regular console to me. Like I was like, I don't.
Well, you're also 90 and you have bad eyes, so
Okay, all right. All right, so yeah, looks like we all pretty much enjoyed what was shown and all that stuff. So, what were the Devin? We'll start with you for just game announcements, or maybe not game announcements. We'll go with overall, like just announcements. Then, like whether it's a feature or a game, what would be your top three?
I mean, Donkey Kong obviously for me is the top announcement. I would say the docking station being able to up frame rates for games, because like with Metroid, it was like the prime example. If you dock that, it runs better. Like you can run it at 4K. And it's like, okay, that's an incentive for me now to actually play this docked rather. And that's going to be like that for, I'm sure, most Nintendo games. Like maybe it won't be like that for every game, because obviously it's going to be developer specific, but it's going to be. And I mainly only buy Switch games, like the exclusive Switch games. And man, it's a. I guess after that point, I mean, like kind of put Metroid into that answer. I would say then the new Souls, or the Souls series game.
I'm glad you actually ended up choosing. I mean, I figured JJ might have chosen it because that like I kind of have like
Probably,
5,
like-
6 things that I would put
Yeah,
in there. So
so
now I could get rid of that from my list. Oh,
Yeah.
you mean Bloodborne 2, right?
yeah,
Dude,
but yeah,
when they showed that trailer, I was like, this seems like it's a From Software game. What
I know
the hell?
when the announcer started talking, I was like, is this a Souls game?
Yeah, and then it said From Software. I was like, and then it started. They started showing. I'm like, wait, is this Bloodborne? I'm like, this isn't Bloodborne. I'm like, are they taking? I'm like, wait, is this Elden Ring Night Rain? But they're showing like, oh, this is like the Bloodborne section or something. And then and then there's like, oh, the Dusk Bloods. I'm like, oh my god, it's
An exclusive fucking thing. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I thought it was
I know,
like,
and then I'm like-
they're showing off new classes for Night Ring. Damn.
I know, and then I was like, wait, is this like gonna be out for everything? And then at the end, it was like exclusive to Switch. I was like 2, and I was like, god damn, they got Switch
Yeah,
got a
Bloodborne 2 before.
Switch got an exclusive Souls game before Microsoft got an exclusive Souls game.
Yes. Shit, fucking
But
Sony
they
has
didn't turn their
2.
backs on. But Sony did. But Microsoft never fucking shunned fucking From Software though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sony
I
has.
mean, and then obviously them getting Elden Ring's cool too. I mean, not that I'm not gonna fucking buy it on the Switch, unless
I kind of want to.
wait. Well, yeah, because you're a dumbass. That's why you're poor.
Oh my god.
I have Dark Souls 1 on my Switch,
I have Dark Souls 1 on my
Um,
Switch.
and with my amiibo too with it.
I don't have the amiibo. Fuck
Yes.
You're trash. You're fucking trash.
you. Get
Poor.
good.
I forgot what I gave you. I think it's supposed to give you
So,
something every day.
Actually, yeah. So that the Dusk Bloods, the thing that's like I've seen some people excited about it, but some people just like kind of lamenting it. It's a PvPvE focused game, so it's going to be more like in line with like Night Rain of like and man, let me see if I could find the actual like if I go to oh come on. Why is this like when you go to their actual Twitter account cuz now they have a Twitter account for the Duskbloods game. So it kind of makes it seem like it's another like uh everyone versus everyone style game. Kind of like Night Rain, not Night Rain, but like what, oh my god, I'm forgetting the stupid games like Warzone and all that. Battle Royale. My god. I want to find like their official announcement of like what type of game it is. Uh, oh my god. Everything is in Japanese. But
You don't know how to read Japanese?
no, I
Trash.
unfortunately do not know how to read Japanese. So yeah, no, I was like when I saw that, I'm like, really?
You call yourself a FromSoft fan.
And you call yourself a FromSoft fan and you can't speak Japanese? Yeah, no, like when I saw that, I was like, oh, I I love From Software games. So just like getting another Souls like, I was like, I don't care that it's
It's too bad that's not a 2025 title, but
yeah, that's the one thing.
maybe it'll be early. Maybe it'll be early 2020.
I was saying, if they came out like
26.
this year, dude. Fucking Switch 2 got some. I'm not gonna lie, it's got some games that are some stacked fucking lineup this year.
Dude, right? That's the thing. Like even though it isn't coming out, it's like, it kind of doesn't matter that it's not coming out.
I know it doesn't matter, but wouldn't you
But
feel a little tingle in your pants if it was though?
I already did.
I mean, yeah.
Wouldn't you feel a bigger tingle?
You're
Your
right.
pants would have ripped from that tingle.
I would love to get a bigger tingle. Yeah.
So yeah, okay, here we go. The Duskbloods is a PvPvE multiplayer action game depicting a dramatic battle for first blood. So like it seems like it's trying to like one of almost battle royale-ish in what it does. But yeah.
So you're saying we got a battle royale, fucking Bloodborne before GTA 6? No,
Well,
actually we won't. Never mind.
No, theoretically we won't.
No, never mind. Never mind. We were close. We were close.
We were close. We were this close to greatness. Yeah. All I know is you motherfuckers, you're getting it, right? All like both of you, Duskbloods.
I think we need to be more worried about you getting it because you have.
I'm getting it. Fuck you. I'm getting it. Don't you even start that.
What?
We all know I'm getting it.
Do we?
Even with if I don't have a Switch 2.
I'm gonna get a Switch 2. By the time the Duskbloods is out, I will have had a Switch 2 for a while. Even if I don't get one, well, by the time it comes out in a couple months, I will have one by year's end.
Well, it should hopefully be fine because there's no pandemic, so the Switches won't be gone. It's not like fucking last time.
Well, the thing is too, like honestly, like like I was kind of contemplating like should I even try to get a Switch 2 as soon as possible or wait because like the games that I want to play, it's not like they're when I get it basically all I'm going to be playing is Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom again. Like
yeah, but at higher frames.
But at higher frames, you're right. It is those games. You're like, but at higher frames, Everett. Like you're right, Devin. They are. Those games are going to be at
It's
higher.
like that. It's like when you see like the meme or like the meme, it's got the one guy, but like then you scroll to the right and it's got like the skeleton on his like shoulder. It's like I think I said it about like Elden Ring. It's like block, parry, wait for them to do it, and then it's like swing at him when he's like swinging at you, or like when he's about to attack you.
When he's in mid attack or something.
I'm like, yeah, that's me. But yeah, that's me on your shoulder right now. But it's at higher frames.
I know, because
Diet.
like the thing is, the games that I'm gonna want to get that are coming out, that are even coming out this year. I think there's the
Metroid and
new.
Donkey Kong.
So there's
Yeah,
like
there's
there's a
Metroid
new
Donkey Kong,
no, there's a new Hyrule Warriors game that's gonna be coming out.
That's true.
coming out
Hyrule
later
Warriors
this year.
too.
That's
But
coming out
fall,
later
right?
this year. Yeah, winter time it says.
Winter
Yeah.
time.
I thought it's on December, but yeah, maybe it was. There's so much stuff announced.
Yeah, other than that, there's not really anything else that I would want to. Because yeah, I don't care about Mario Kart. I don't, you know,
You hate
Donkey
fun?
Kong looks cool, but I've never been like a huge
Donkey
Donkey
Kong's
Kong.
gonna be
Donkey Kong's fun, for sure.
wow.
Mario to see me sucking Donkey Kong.
And
These are
honestly, what do you call it? I'm assuming you're gonna buy Metroid Prime 4, Devin. So afterwards, I could just borrow it from you digitally.
Well, you need to meet up.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have to be.
you have
Yeah,
to. Yeah, if
you
you're
have
the
to be
thing,
local.
I thought
yeah,
you
you have
said
to
you could do
connect.
it
And you finally have.
over the internet. Like,
Well, you need to first connect them locally. Then after that, you never. You just have to do it for one time. Other than that,
So it looks
Wow.
like you should just move. Another reason you should move to Oregon.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god. All right, so JJ, what about you? Your top 3. I guess you could get rid of Dusk Bloods now.
Yeah, I guess so. I like Mario Kart. Looks really fun. Obviously, I'm getting that one at the bundle. It'd be fun to play with me and a relative playing that, and just a whole bunch of other people. It's one of those games, man. You just gotta have Mario Kart, man. It's just, hey, what game you gonna play? Mario Kart? Hell yeah, dude.
You mean
Smash Bros?
Mario Kart
There's no Switch 2
Horizon?
yet. There's no Switch 2 yet.
You're talking about
I wonder
Mario
if you
Kart
can. Wait,
Horizon, right?
I wonder if you can just make
No,
your own tracks.
no, it's
dude. That'd be kinda
Mario. It's Mario Kart Crew. Mario Kart the
Fuck.
Crew.
Honestly, driving like fucking taking selfies and shit like that on like GTA, bro. Mario. That one. Fuck. The other one. It's just. I think obviously the Jamboree extra mini game. I think just having the extra add-ons like we talked about earlier, just improving it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I think before we were talking about the camera too. Like I think they said like you can use any like camera that connects to the fucking Switch. I think there's a few of them actually, not every, but a few cameras that can work with the Switch 2. It doesn't have to be the actual Nintendo brand one. You can get like
Yeah.
another one. So that's actually really cool. Very.
What do I
Dang.
pour? I'm gonna buy. If I'm gonna buy one, I'll buy the fucking.
I'm fucking for a fucking party. I'm the same thing. I use it as the option for other people. But I'm not buying the afterglow camera shit.
Well, yeah, I'm not poor. I'm not gonna buy the Afterglow one.
God, afterglow. Hey, please sponsor us. No, but I think the other one was fuck, dude. Guys, Dust Blood and shit. And I was just, oh my god, dude, I can't think of another one. It's pissing me off. I think it's just the GameCube console, really, the Virtual Console GameCube, and buying the controller, and it's wireless as well.
Yeah,
So.
that's cool. You actually took one of mine. The GameCube titles being added.
Yeah. I was trying to make sure like I didn't get like the 1, 2. Hopefully, didn't get too many of the ones you guys wanted.
I already went, so
yeah, like
I don't really care. Who cares about Everett?
I mean, I'm only the host of the podcast, but I guess I.
Anyway,
and we can just move on to the next topic.
Oh my god. So
that's
for
the
me,
shtick of the podcast. That's the shtick.
That's the shtick. That's the
What is
dick.
your
Shtick. So for me, fuck yeah. So my top 3, I guess. We'll go with the top 3 again. Still, that what is it called again? Age of Imprisonment, Hyrule Warriors game. Because I enjoyed the other 2 Hyrule Warriors game. They're kind of long though, unfortunately, so I never finished them. But I did like the first Hyrule Warriors game was okay. You could tell they were like, okay, yeah, let's just make a Hyrule Warriors game, or Dynasty Warriors
Dynasty
game.
Warriors.
Yeah, and it's it's Legend of Zelda, and there's obviously some Zelda stuff too, whatever. But like the Age of Calamity one, the second one, was just so much. it felt so much more like a Zelda game with like that style of combat. So this looks
So
more
it
like
wasn't Dynasty Warriors with the fucking Legend of Zelda skin. That was a Legend of Zelda
with a
skin. I mean, a
Dynasty
Legend of Zelda
Warriors.
game with a
Yeah,
Dynasty skin.
it was more like a Legend of Zelda
Mm.
game with a Dynasty Warriors like skin or whatever. Yeah, I
Oh,
kind
well,
of
they have fucking Linkle. The Linkle. Game of the year, actually.
that's the first Dynasty Hyrule Warriors game, Linkle.
Oh, that was the first one?
That's
Oh
the first
my
one.
gosh.
That's the first one. Well,
I only played
because
the
like
first one.
yeah, I have them both. I just like I said, I never finished them. So yeah, that one, that's probably my number one. Like just so far, just because that game's coming out this year. Like it's coming out. Well, supposedly it's coming out this year. Maybe it'll get delayed. So yeah. Um, but the other things that I'm more excited about, like I've already mentioned them, I just want to talk about them again. Is just they're not games; they're just features. It's that the fucking performance. Like I cannot reiterate again the performance stuff because I don't even know how many times, like especially you, Devin, you've said it probably more than me. Just how we've lamented like the performance of games.
Yeah, and
on
like we've said it, like and I've said it, I don't give a shit if it's 10 if you're giving me 1080p at 60 frames. Like
give me
that's
60 frames.
but like when they're like measured at 4K 60 frames, I'm like, "Ooh, baby, give me that all up in my fucking mouth."
Fuck.
Because
Hey,
you know
man.
that like the games are like, I mean, Pokemon looked better because it like when they first showed that off, it kind of looked like the background texture looked like dog shit on that. So like now, like I'm not a Pokemon guy, but just even seeing that, like the Nintendo exclusive games they're gonna be running great on there. Like I'm not buying fucking Borderlands for that system. Like I'm
Yeah,
still
I
gonna
mean,
play that on Xbox.
are we really? That's the thing. A lot of people have always been like, that's the one thing that I keep like. I just am like, people need to shut up about is why they wanted like Nintendo to make a console that was more, in line with like current gen stuff, like more in line with Xbox and PlayStation consoles. It seemed like because they want to be able to play like all their games. But the thing is, like, who really buys a Nintendo console to play games other than Nintendo games? Who buys who buys a fucking Nintendo console and be like, cool, I'm gonna play Mario on this and NBA 2K and Call of Duty and Borderlands and The Witcher and like whatever.
Madden.
And man, like no, nobody buys. It's nice, don't get me wrong, that like they're gonna have like Elden Ring's gonna be on there. Um Wait, did they show Elden Ring Night Rain?
No, it was just regular
Just Elden. Yeah, it's
Elden
nice.
Ring.
Yeah, it's nice. They're gonna have the Elden Ring. They showed Cyberpunk, the Borderlands,
Yes.
the Final Fantasy remake,
Hogwarts.
Hogleg. Um, it's not. That's nice. Don't get me wrong. If I feel like I'm like, you know what, I'll go ahead and buy something on it. If I feel like I want to, like maybe a single player game, like a Hogwarts Legacy. If I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
because I want to
I
play
mean,
it on the go. But
maybe
like,
if like again, it's like it's a small minority of people because like I feel like I don't know, maybe if like you're a family and like the only console you guys get is because like your kids and you want to have Mario for your kids and like this way now like if you're like the adult in the house it's like oh cool now I can get like Cyberpunk and play that. But like yeah, like the hardcore people are going to get those games on PC, PS5 or Xbox. Like it's I mean it's cool and like I don't know, like I may pick up some of those games when they go on crazy sale or something like that. Like
like
I'm not gonna buy Elden. Like I said, I'm not gonna buy Elden Ring. But if I can find Elden Ring for when it like way down the road, like get on sale for like 20, $30, yeah, I might buy that shit.
the only
And
game
dude,
I
Elden Ring
might
comes with an
be
amiibo.
the only
I'll probably
fuck
buy it.
the only game I might be willing to buy like a little bit more, what's the word, like frequently as they release, probably, I mean not every year most likely, is like the NBA 2K games. I might be willing to want to buy those if they look more in line with like Xbox or whatever, even like more Series S, because like I could see myself like, okay, if I'm gonna like be at work oh, like fuck it, I'm gonna take my Switch and play like a game, you know, while I'm at work or something like that. But like I don't know. For me, I like when you look at the games I have on my Switch, it's all Nintendo stuff. I mean, I have the Mega Man, like
Same.
all the Mega Man collections on there, just because those are games I did feel like if I want to play them, I've done it before. Like I'll take my Switch to work, but that's been a very rare thing. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
again,
I think the only non Nintendo game I have I think is literally just Dark Souls 1. Like that's it.
yeah, I have I have Dark Souls 1. I have a Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Fuck. See, I'm like when it comes to like I said, I have all the Mega Man collections, so I guess but I guess I do have a decent amount of like non Nintendo games, but like even like the Mega Man collections, like come on, they're all smaller games. I don't have like a lot of AAA stuff. There's the Dark Souls 1. Yeah, I just you know yeah, I buy Nintendo consoles to play Nintendo games. So
Exactly.
but like the big thing was like you were saying, like I don't care if it's gonna be 1080p. Give me 60 frames. Give me 60 frames. And so yeah, that's why that's one of my favorite like announcements or whatever from the direct. Being able to play the games, especially like when like Pokemon Legends ZA comes out, like oh that it's
Yeah,
run better.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be nice, especially I already knew like a lot of those games that were getting announced, just like from the other directs, like oh there'll be a Switch 2 version. I'm like, well,
Duh.
awesome. Yeah, thank you for clarifying, but water's wet. But
Yeah.
like, but I think also people were saying like this is the last Pokemon game that's gonna be on the Switch 1, I guess. Then the next actual Pokemon like RPG one is gonna be only for Switch 2.
Good.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, good for them. Nintendo's really good on buying new shit.
Well, also that way it's like an actual like it's optimized for like it'll be best run in that system instead of like Call of Duty where we're gonna keep releasing it on the old
On the
system and
Xbox One and
wasting
PlayStation 4.
time. Like they'll be able to like yeah, it's you got to buy a new shit, but at least like it's gonna be fully optimized for the Switch too.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, and then the third thing that was my favorite announcement is again, it has to do with performance, is that they are going to, you know, I guess I guess we just consider upgrade because they call them upgrade packs, right? But like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna update
Mhm.
like to make certain games run better and look better. And yeah, like the fact that I'm gonna be able to I'm going to play through them again. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna do another that's gonna be like I think my fourth playthrough of Breath of the Wild. It'll be my second playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom, but like I'm going to do that again because now I'll be able to play them at 60 frames. Actually, one of the best things about that is because I saw a lot of people who are complaining because like you're gonna have to pay money to like get the upgrade pack. I'm like, no shit. Like Xbox is like the only one that doesn't do that. When it's like, oh, these older games are gonna look better on the newer console or whatever. Like, fuck, Sony's
The
been
thing is
just
like
like
was it like
straight up
well like
like
Sony was like $10. This
Sony's
Nintendo's
just
30.
Well, it's free though if you
Oh yeah,
are a
I
Switch
forgot.
Online person.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
If you have Nintendo Switch Online, plus expansion
so I think a
pack.
lot of people yeah, so
you'll get
I think a lot more people are gonna
like
just sign
sub for
up.
sure.
Yeah, so like it's gonna be free for me because I'm subscribed to that. Like I actually
I just
Yeah.
enjoy
wonder
having.
I wonder what the FAQs behind that are gonna be. Like, do you like what happens if you get the upgrade pack like and your online membership runs out? Is the upgrade pack gone? Or
It
is that
has,
something?
yeah, it has to be like gone. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, now your game's gonna run at. You don't have the Switch 2 edition. You in fact, what would probably happen is that it'll because it looks like it'll
Demote
run
your
as a
fucking
separate game.
breast.
No, it looks like it'll run like a separate game, the Switch 2 edition. So it'll probably be like, oh, you can't run this game. You could download the original, just the regular Switch 1 or the Switch 1 version, but you can't play the Switch 2 edition. It'll probably act like it looks like it's gonna act like a separate game altogether.
I assume it's just like how the DLC is too, right? Like when you're
Mm.
like the Animal Crossing DLC, it's like, oh, if you stop paying, it's like yoink.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So yeah, those are. I know 2 of them are features, but when you know you
But they're
when you
gonna
just
affect a lot of games.
yeah, like just being like I said, being able to play.
I mean, it's a console release, so I mean, it's not like a direct, so it makes sense that your things that you're excited for. And like when one of my things was like, I don't know, the dock. So it's like it's a
Yeah,
console release. The console should excite you.
yeah. So very excited for much better performance. All right. Let's go ahead and start getting into some of the more details. You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about like I guess we'll talk about some of the features of the actual console that we haven't talked about. So yeah, like they're gonna have a camera. So this goes hand in hand with there's a little like C button on the right Joy-Con that basically brings
Chat.
yeah game chat. I love how it's like Nintendo presents game chat. I'm like you oh you mean that thing that's been like in every console since
Since the
okay
360 and the PS3.
yeah. Well, okay, so my brother pointed it out to me. It looks like Discord, like their little like menu and all this
Yeah.
stuff. It looks like Discord.
The thing is that like
So it's
I get what
Nincord.
they're trying to do. I get what they're trying to do with like, oh, you can see like your friends in the games that they're playing, like, but dude, those things were running. It looked like 10 fucking frames
Oh
per
yeah,
second.
it ran like
I was
that was
like, ooh, this
choppy
looks.
as
I
fuck.
was like, this looks rough. Like it wasn't even like 30 frames. I'm like, this is like 10 or 15 frames per second. Like that you guys are fucking having. Like I'm seeing my buddies playing Mario Kart on. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it looked rough.
Hey, they said the games
But
are 4K, not the fucking chat.
yeah, that's
I understand,
obviously
but it's like if you can't run it, like just you
okay.
don't even need to at that
But
point.
honestly, I don't care about that because
Well, yeah, I'm probably never gonna use that feature.
yeah, like that's the thing.
I mean, game chat, we'll use that like just talking, but I don't think I don't need to see like if we're playing.
No, that's the thing. I don't even think like for game chat, like we're gonna play a game on the Switch. Honestly, I
Oh yeah, we
say
can just use
we could
Discord.
just use Discord. Like just use Discord. Like we've been going more and more into using Discord, even like on the PlayStation and Xbox. I mean, shit. Like we've had issues with Xbox, like their actual like party chat system, like recently, haven't we? That we just kind of went over to using Discord, and that seems to always work. So
Get on Discord over it.
I mean, cool, you know, Nintendo's fucking caught up to the
Finally get with the
360.
times, and it's
Caught up to the
free for like the first year.
year.
About
Oh, I saw some people complain. You have to be subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online to use. Yeah, no shit. Like it's a thing where you're playing with your friends online and stuff. Like, of course they're gonna make you pay. Like, you have to have their online subscription. But I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah,
Like
it
if
was
you're
like,
playing online with your friends already on your Switch, you already have a fucking membership.
yeah, that most like. Well, yeah, that's the thing too. Like to play online, all you have to have the membership. Yeah. So, yeah, it was
I
like,
told
yeah,
you,
you could like,
remember? I told you about the Nintendo people. How they're talking the screenshots I've been sending you guys.
yeah. Oh my
Like,
God, Jesus,
mhm,
They
mhm.
are very like blind. But yeah, no. So like their little game chat stuff, it's pretty cool. Like it is kind of like cool with like so like let's say it's me, JJ, and Devin. We're playing a game and we go into that game chat. It has like at the bottom I'll see what they're doing on their screen. If they happen to have the camera, I'll see Devin's ass most likely, and JJ like playing the
lucky
game.
enough.
And then on the top, then there's like a big screen of what I'm doing. Then you can like it shows like you can adjust it or just straight up like not see what your friends are playing. Then you can even like switch like I could switch it where my screen will be small and Devin's screen is going to be the big screen, so I could just see what he's doing. so I could just watch him play games or something like that. So I mean, those are things. Again, they're kind of neat. Are we ever going to use them? We'll probably use them like maybe within the first week or something. Maybe not with the camera stuff, but
I,
Probably
Yeah, the camera is pretty
I feel like
expensive
it's
from what I
also
saw,
for
right?
like
Too.
I think it's like $60, 50, $60. I thought
Yeah,
$50.
it's pretty expensive for a
It's
webcam.
$50.
the fucking Joy Cons are fucking 90 or
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, oh, just to get fucking stick drift.
So
Yeah,
okay,
they
I
better
know.
not get fucking stick drift this
So
time.
okay,
Yeah, for
let's
$90, bro.
let's go ahead and move into like
Game,
yes.
like people, a game or some controllers. Oh, like
So let's go ahead and
you
move
get
into
2
actually
controllers
some
in
of the
one.
pricing of this stuff. So again, yeah, the console is going to be $450. The console with Mario Kart World bundle, that's going to be $500. But they should have their new Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller, $80. It's about that makes sense.
The other
Again,
one, because wasn't the first one like
huh?
60 or 70? Isn't like the first one like
I think it's like 65.
I just bought mine. Yeah, I think I just bought mine like a few months ago.
I've had mine
Will
for
the
I don't
old
even know
shit
how long.
work or no?
I don't know. Probably
Right? I'm
for
like, I don't
just
know.
Switch 1 stuff.
I think it does, but I think you won't. There's like no chat button, so
Oh, let's see. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
makes sense.
Okay, so JJ said it already, but the Nintendo the Joy-Con 2 controllers, $90. So what, $45 each if like you buy
Mhm.
one. They're the Joy-Con 2 charging grip, $35. It's fucking expensive. The straps, the little straps, if you want to buy the straps, $13. Why the fuck would
I know.
anyone?
I'm like, I thought it
That's
came.
kind of like
I thought it came with straps already.
yeah.
Like,
The the Joy-Con 2
remember
wheels.
when the way back in the day they used to give you those like the rubber grips because you're throwing your Wiimotes against the wall. They gave you those for free.
oh yeah.
Gone are the days where you get free stuff. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, how about
Yeah. Hey, buy the Wii and here's a free game. Hey, spend extra more money to get that free get a game with it
mhm.
So
for a little discounted price.
yeah, the Joy-Con 2 wheels, $20, which I'm actually surprised they're only $20. It's a pretty good price. Or whatever. If you want to play
It's just fucking plastic.
Yeah, I'm like, I think it's like the same price, right? No, it came with Mario Kart, right? For Wii, Mario
I
Kart
don't
Wii.
remember. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Mario Kart for Wii, it
USB.
came with the plastic. You got the wheel for free in that one.
Yeah.
It was so hard to like. We'd be like, "Do you want to buy a used copy of Mario Kart?" And like, does it come with the wheel? We'd be like, "No." Do you want to spend $5 less for a used copy and no wheel? People are like, "Just give me the fucking wheel."
We can sell you the wheel for like $10. It's $8.99 with the Pro card.
So the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, $50. There's some other stuff. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay.
There's a
So
carrying case too. I forget the carrying case.
So the
Oh shit! Yeah, I have
Nintendo
to buy one of those.
the
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case, $80.
Oh, not that one. I'll
Yeah,
buy
I
a
think.
I'll buy a third party one.
Yeah, no shit.
No, I think the other one was like. I think I wrote tell you.
An AC adapter, power it if you need to get an extra one. $30. Not bad. I mean, it's a USB-C,
That's
so yeah, you could charge your phone. Oh yeah, not the all-in-one carrying case, the regular carrying case, $35 with a screen
Yeah,
protector.
and it comes with screen protector too. Something like that. Okay, I like that. I'm going for that one.
And if
I
you
mean,
need to
screen
get a
protectors
new,
are fucking dirt cheap. You can get like 3 for like $10 on Amazon.
and if you need to get a new dock, the Nintendo Switch 2 dock set, $110.
Yeah, I told myself like I'm gonna get a dock for my other TVs and shit. I saw the price like I just fucking unplug it and move it. Fuck that shit.
I mean, if you just all you need, well, yeah.
I'm like it's really just the fucking dock
I mean,
station. Because I'm like
maybe as
we all
the
have like
years
fucking
go
loose
on,
fucking. Go ahead.
maybe as the years goes on, maybe not like at launch, but maybe a year or two from now, and you might be like, yeah, I'll pick one up.
Yeah, maybe like then you're down the road, like well, kid's a little older and stuff. He wants to play. You can have it in different rooms, like living room, his room or something.
Oh yeah, that for you two
Like kick his ass
specifically.
at some
Yeah,
Mario Kart.
for you two specifically, yeah, because of your kids, you're probably gonna have to look into that at some point. Like, here, take it. Daddy's
If we get
getting
another
drunk.
Switch too with
Yeah,
that
no,
whole
like
digital shit, it was gonna be very nice. So with the
mhm.
family playing shit.
Like Raya, she'll just get the Switch 1. She ain't gonna get.
I think my dad's actually getting the Switch one because he wants it for when the grandkids come over. I'm like, I don't need my OLED one anymore.
So yeah, I don't know. Stuff is getting. Some of that stuff is pretty expensive, man. Like if you want to replace your Joy Cons, $90, man. That's
Or if you want to have more people play,
or yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
like if you have a couple friends come over, like you want to play Mario Kart, like I didn't have fucking extra $90 to spend.
Like you better have a Switch too, buddy. You know.
Hey, you bringing Joy Cons?
I know, right? You're bringing extra Joy Cons, right?
Yeah. Well, because like I mean, hopefully with like games like Mario Kart, like yeah, if people come over, it'd be nice if like even for the GameCube controller, like you could use that on the newest Mario Kart, or you could use the old Pro controller on Mario Kart if people come over to play with and stuff. So hopefully that's still.
Well, I'm pretty sure with the new
thing.
Mario Kart, you'll be able to just use one of the Joy Cons, so you'll be able to have at least like 2 people.
I know, but it'd be nice if like the new game, especially with the GameCube controller, is gonna have the C thing. So if you have the GameCube controller, and then like at least a 3, and then an old
Yeah.
Pro controller. I mean, like I would hope it
Four
would
right there.
work. I mean, obviously, it's not gonna have the chat with Xbox. Like Xbox added the capture button. Like you can use the old controllers that don't have a capture button, but obviously you just have to do it the old school way of
Yeah,
capturing.
I do hope that I could use my current Pro controller, and it just where I just don't have the chat. Like I just have to open up the most likely you have to open up the menu to go
In
into
which
game
we've
chat
already
stuff.
said we're not even ever really use it.
So yeah,
it's a cool feature. It's great that Nintendo's finally getting with the fucking times. I mean,
I think it's mostly gonna be popping out for like Splatoon, like when they make a Splatoon 4 or some shit. Because I know people are complaining nowadays to talk to people on fucking Splatoon in a very team-based game, and there's no fucking communication. So like,
I mean, you have to download the Nintendo online app on your phone to do game chat. You could have
the
people
game
could
for
have been talking.
children to get a phone and to download apps for children.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why it was always kind of stupid.
Like, just get on Discord, bro. There's probably a
Just get on
fucking
Discord, bro.
like fucking.
Just get on
There's
Discord,
probably
bro.
a Splatoon. There's probably a Splatoon Discord or some shit. You can probably
Probably.
just fucking. Like
That is a thing. I hope like I could use obviously I highly doubt that you could just use your old Joy Cons just like that.
yeah, I'm not really. I don't think the old Joy Cons, but I'm like, how about the specialty controllers? Because
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously the 64 controller that they sold you previously, that's gonna have to
move forward
to work. Same with like the SNES and the Sega Genesis controllers that they sold us. So it's like,
yeah, I hope my Pro controller is.
yeah, that's the only one that I'm like.
Yeah,
I never did buy like the other controllers. Actually, I did buy a 64 one, but then I fucking sold it because I got monies for it.
I don't have any of those, but I have a Pro controller, so I'd like to keep using my Pro controller and not have to buy a new one. I really don't want to spend what was it again, $80 for it. I don't want to spend $80 for a new controller because like I don't have like huge hands, so it doesn't really matter. Like I could just use I don't know. I'm assuming it's gonna come with a charging grip or just a regular grip for the Joy Cons, so you can still play like that. So like obviously I could just do that to have like a controller, but like I want the actual controller because like when I've played, put the Joy Cons on the grip and played like that, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it does not feel like a controller. So it's just
maybe with this system being a little bit bigger, maybe it'll feel better. I don't know.
I will find out like Well, obviously when the console's out, but yeah. Um. So yeah. Let's see. So obviously they're gonna have like a new game cards. Uh, now
Mhm.
they're gonna be red. I
Yeah,
wonder if
buddy.
I wonder if they're still gonna be made the same way, so they try and prevent you from trying to fucking swallow them. Remember that? Remember
Well,
that?
it was
Like,
for like babies. So yeah.
but remember
No,
that
well, no, because people were fucking licking them. It was like the kind
the
of like a Tide
trend.
Pod
It
challenge.
was like a trend for a while. Like
Yeah, it was
people
like a
were like,
Tide
"I'm gonna
Pod
see how it
challenge. It was
tastes."
like
Kind of. It's fucking
it's like
stupid.
why?
Because remember, people are stupid, and social media has made them stupid, and it is emboldened people to be more stupid because what what dominates the algorithms? Like, oh, someone talking about how like, oh, this is a cool thing, or like, oh yeah, I donated money, and okay, cool, yeah, whatever. Oh, but this person fucking dumped a bucket of ice water on their head. 1 billion views. Whatever. I don't just. So yeah.
No, people also bought Hawk2 coin. They're not.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a better example. I mean, at least the ice bucket thing was for ALS
Okay. I
awareness and
guess
stuff.
yes. All right, fine.
The Hawk Tuah coin is a better example of
But
people
what
buying
about
that.
planking?
Planking is a
Yeah,
trend, bro. Just like fucking that. What was that? Fuck.
JJ's
Uh,
example is better because it's more fucking recent, not from forever ago.
fucking 2010. Fucking grandpa.
When The Office was still
Okay,
going on planking.
the Tide Pod, the one you said, the Tide Pod challenge. People fucking like, I'm gonna fucking put this in my mouth, and it's fucking chemicals, soap. And they're like, I'm gonna, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, some people do. Like people make some fucked up challenges so little kids can do it. So thanks to the Mr. 4chan.
Yeah, I always thought it was like kind of hilarious. Like, I remember like Tide, they like unrelated, but like they came out with like a commercial. They're like, we've made uh our containers lock like harder than before, so like people can't eat them. I'm like, it wasn't babies that were getting into these; it was fucking teenagers that were willingly eating these. It's like teenagers are smart enough to like open these up. Like you don't need a. The issue isn't the fact that like
Like
babies are
yeah,
eating these.
babies were getting into the issue were
So it was always funny to me.
yeah. So yeah, with these game cards, like I said, they're red. They're gonna have faster reading speeds.
Which is good that they're making it like pretty pronounced, like the differences between
Oh yeah,
the
even like
two.
the
The
cases are
boxes
different.
are
Yeah, it's red.
I mean,
Which
you're gonna get some dumbass mom that's gonna come in to some stores in the holiday season and be like, "Ah, I bought this game. Why the fuck doesn't it work for my kid's system? They said it was going to, and
yeah.
now like they're mad because I'm like, do you have a Switch too?" They're like, "No, he just said this is the Zelda game he wants." It's like, well, you're
But
fucked
yeah,
then.
I do like that. Like yeah, they're the aesthetic they're going with the game cases and the game cards is red because like Microsoft goes with green for the Xbox stuff. PlayStation goes with blue. And Nintendo's always like gone with red, but like the cases were not red. They were clear. So they're like, you know what, let's do the red. So now like we have like our like yeah, what each of the console makers like what their color
They're
what's
primaries.
their primaries, yeah, exactly. But so I don't know if this is the case. It doesn't seem like it's for every game, but it's definitely going to be for the bigger games that like can't fit completely on the game card. But they're calling them I don't know, it's weird. Nintendo's calling it like the game card key feature or just the game card keys. So basically what it is that's the thing. I looked around, it doesn't look like it's for every game. But so basically what it is the games the actual like what they're calling it, the key to play it. but you have to download the game off the internet. And so that's not gone over like well at all. I've seen way too many people like, oh, so now Nintendo's doing DRM, and it's not a popular thing.
Yeah, the thing is, people are stupid. It's not DRM. It's just like they can't fit the whole fucking game on a tiny ass cartridge. So they're saying, "Hey, download part of the game onto the system as part of like that's all. It's just triggering a download,
Yeah,
and then
it's like the games we have now, like downloading those like Call of Duty and shit. It's just the same shit, bro. It's just worded differently. Like Devin said, it's the same shit. How the fuck do you want to put Elden Ring on the little fucking cartridge, bro? Like, get the fuck out of here.
you can't have your cake and fucking eat it too. Like,
Oh, I know.
That
Yeah.
is- I literally was looking at a post and people were just talking that sentence. It's like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Trying to gaslight the shit out of it. And people were like, you're dumb. Game's been doing this for years. You're just being stupid.
yeah, you're just a Nintendo fanboy and haven't been like in the welcome to the real world, jackass. Like this is how this is how like these games operate now, and like that's just the way of the world. Like there's only so much data you can fit on a disc or a cartridge, and that's like deal with it.
Well, I mean, I don't even know how long now I've been saying it on the podcast. Like the digital future, like it's not even the digital future. It's basically the digital, like current, current time. Like it's inevitable. Game companies don't want you to own a physical version of their game. Like they don't.
But Nintendo, like the thing is, Nintendo's still giving you the physical version of these games. Like it's not even like they're getting rid of it, or it's like a DRM. Like it's just
cheaper. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you want to buy a physical release, you can still buy a fucking physical release.
Yeah,
But I bet you,
people want to do it.
but I bet you, if they could sell you that digital copy, so you can't don't have the opportunity to sell it off.
But at least they're incentivizing that. Like, if you buy it digital, then you can share it with like your family, your friends.
see,
Like, lend
that's
it
the
out to
other
your
thing.
friends for 2 weeks.
That's the
Yeah.
other thing.
So
too.
there's incentive
Yeah.
there is incentive to buy digitally too. It's not like Nintendo's like just being all digital future. Like, yeah, like if you want to pay an extra $10, you can get the physical version. Then you could physically lend it to your friend. But if like you buy it digitally, it's less. You'll have it forever. You can create your digital card, send it out to your buddy. Like if JJ comes over to my house and I'm like, oh, dude, like I have Donkey Kong, and JJ's like, I don't have it yet. I'm like, here you go. You can fucking play it for 2 weeks. And then it just gets sent back to me.
Yeah. Like, hey, I mean, Donkey Kong, let you, I'll lend out fucking, this other one.
You'd be like,
I'll
I'll give you Pokemon. I'll be like, yeah, you can go fuck
Yeah,
Go
keep
fuck
that.
yourself.
Go fuck yourself. I don't want Pokemon.
And I said,
They'll be like, here, Devin, you want to borrow Pokemon? Devin's like, how dare you fucking insult
and
If
it's
I
some,
could
like
wipe my
some
ass
games
with that
too.
digital game, I would.
me?
I saw like other game when they announced like it was like the Metro Prime, right?
Yeah.
Like the first one. With the physical copy didn't come out until like what, months later?
Yeah.
But digital like came out the day of the announce. So like that's kind of a big thing. Like I'm like, fuck it, might as well just get digital because I'll get it right now.
Yeah.
Same with Pikmin. It was like Pikmin came out. It's like, oh well, Pikmin come out in fucking June or July. I'm like, okay, well it's fucking like 3 months before that. So like I'm buying it now
Yeah.
because Pikmin fucking 4 comes out in July or some shit. Or it came out later. Yeah, exactly. It came out months before. I'm like, okay, it'd be dumb not to get it. Well, if you really want to play the game. If you're really a
The
big
one
fan,
thing like I like about just like getting Nintendo games like physically, especially the Nintendo like first party ones, is like they kind of turn into like collectibles like eventually. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like having like the fucking that the Mario Kart, the Mario 64 Sunshine and fucking Galaxy.
Oh, the
It's pretty
Mario
nice little
3D
copy.
All Stars.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little collectible, bro. Like I even have Paper Mario, I think, too, like some game. Metroid, the Jig Dread I have. I think I have more physical copies than my Switch than my other shit. Than my PS5. It's just, like you said, it's nice having those physical. It's a little nice touch.
It doesn't matter. Like for me, the thing with that is it's not gonna matter anyway. I like even my Switch. Like all my games are. I think I have Breath of the Wild. No, Tears of the Kingdom physical. Although I don't know where my copy of Tears of the Kingdom is. So yeah, but all my games are digital. Like I've embraced the digital fucking wave. I said it in a tweet. Like just embrace the digital wave or embrace the digital future and ride the wave. Like enjoy it. Because
Well, we're already
that's
enjoying it the moment you guys did the Xbox share thing. You're already embracing the fucking
Yeah.
digital age.
Exactly.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's just nice to have both options. Like if you
Yeah.
don't like, you have to kind of just like take the good with the bad. Like, just is what it is.
And we did say like, hey, like like the discounting at like digital was $10 cheaper, but we said it before like years ago. Like, why is the same price if I'm paying digital? I don't get a physical game.
Yeah, you don't have to ship it, make it, all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, here it is. It's $10 cheaper, and I was like, trash.
I know, right? They're
Bad guy
finally like,
Nintendo.
okay, if you want the digital version, it is $10 cheaper. Well, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, people, you guys are never gonna be happy. Like,
And the thing is, too, like the Ubisoft guy did say we have to get used to like not owning anything, so because we are going that digital age.
yeah, no. I mean, again, I keep like,
Like coming from Ubisoft,
Yeah, but that's like Ubisoft is their own
they're
beast.
cooked, bro. They're fucking cooked.
yeah. Well, I
You
mean,
see that Star Wars Outlaws is coming, dude? Star Wars Outlaws is coming to Switch. I was
obviously,
like,
me and Devin like talked about it on the unfortunate another lost episode thing or whatever. But like that whole where Ubisoft made that subsidiary with Tencent. That's just like oh yeah, they're on the path to not being the
They're
Ubisoft
on the
we
path
know.
to getting cooked.
Yeah, they're gonna be either like absorbed into Tencent and they're just like whatever it is, Tencent maybe won't have the Ubisoft name. It'll just be like, oh, these studios are now part of Tencent, or Tencent's just gonna straight up own Ubisoft at some point, and like that's now Ubisoft's just owned by Tencent.
mhm.
Yeah, Ubisoft's fucking the
They be
ubiquitous
cooked, bro.
software. The company known as Ubiquitous Software will not be in about 2 years, probably not be what it is right now. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about this last thing for the Switch Direct. Well, I guess this isn't actually part of Switch Direct because it came out after. The, I guess yeah, this is the most controversial thing when it comes to this. It's the pricing of not every game. So like yeah, the Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like when I look at it right now, when you look it up or whatever,
$70.
it's still $70.
Yeah, that's what Target, GameStop, Best Buy, they all have like their pages up for all these games. And like, yeah, it's $70 is what they have listed for Donkey Kong.
So most likely, I mean, their games probably might still actually be $70. Maybe if Donkey Kong Bonanza is probably the like more in line of what it'll be. I don't know, but like when you like at this like listing, I'm looking up some of the games, like the Kirby Forgotten Land and Tears of the Kingdom and the Mario Party Jamboree. The Switch 2 editions are $80. Those games are $70 on Switch 1.
Yeah, but
But they're
the other Zelda one's only 70. So.
yeah, Breath of the Wild, which is still 60 on Switch 1, is 70 for the Switch 2 edition. So they're clearly like they're doing the thing of like, oh, it's just going to cost $10 more if you want the Switch 2 edition. Um that's obviously not going well. But the biggest one that's like I guess become the poster child for this pricing debacle or whatever you want to call it, Mario Kart World. I don't know why it's showing the physical version on this listing that I'm looking at as $80, but the physical edition's $90 apparently.
Yeah, it's $90 for physical, 80 for
80 for
digital.
digital. So that's been like the biggest thing.
Or it's 50 if you buy the bundle. Digital.
Or it's 50 if you buy the bundle, the Switch 2 bundle. Yeah, again, this has been the biggest thing, the biggest talking point. And I tweeted this out, like I don't think I've seen such hype go from super high up, and the excitement when people were like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna get the Switch 2 Direct," and this and that. And obviously, as we're going along, people are excited to like afterwards, just absolutely like fuck Nintendo, fuck Nintendo. There's a lot of people saying like fuck Nintendo, basically. I don't think I've seen that switch up like that, like in a long time, if ever.
Because Most Critical made a video about it, about all that stuff. He said he loved the direct until he saw the pricing. And they're like, oof,
Yeah, and that seems to be the
Mario Kart.
sentiment with a lot of people. A lot of people are like they love the direct, and then afterwards they saw the prices for like the games, and it was just like, oh, like their
It's
hype
just like
died
one of those
down
things. Like,
so quick.
it's just crazy. Just buy the fucking bundle. Like, if you want to buy Mario Kart and complaining about the price, just buy the fucking bundle. Like,
Uh,
why are you gonna?
and like I said, when I saw that on Twitter that someone said they're probably doing that as like it being the most expensive game, like that kind of shit, as like oh, so people won't want to buy it separately, they'll just oh fuck spend $500, like that kind of makes sense. But obviously we even talked about it too, like obviously these tariffs are not helping. It's more expensive here than in other parts of the world, like just in general. Like what you said, right? $100 cheaper, Devin,
Yeah,
for the
in
console.
Japan.
So I mean, that's something that it sucks, but we're just gonna kind of have to like weather this storm until like obviously this is more political stuff. I don't think those tariffs are gonna last. At some point, like things are gonna fall through, and then Trump's gonna be like, yeah, no, we work things out, blah blah blah. Especially too because the who the tariffs affect, you know, they don't affect them the most. They affect us the most. But I guess to the government and people in higher offices and whatever, who it matters to more of who it affects is companies. Especially companies are gonna be like, bro, you need to fucking like, I don't want to pay these things. You're gonna have to figure something out. Because I mean, we all know, corporations and all that actually run the country, but that's a whole other thing. Like, so I mean, I do think the tariffs are gonna be with like by this time next year, it's gonna be something we look at and be like, I can't believe that was a fucking thing. But until then, like we're gonna have
I
to like
I don't know. I doubt it. I think tariffs will still be a thing. I think they're gonna go on and off just like he's been doing it right now. It's gonna be
I guess
like
it's
fucking the Office, like Michael snip snap snip snap snip snap. Like he's a dumbass. He has no idea what he's doing. He doesn't even know what a fucking tariff is.
yeah. No, I mean fuck.
Every economist is like, yeah, tariffs can work when like they're done strategically. Like I'm not against tariffs in general, but like if you're gonna tariff something that like we can't fucking do over here, you're like, I'm just gonna fucking like tariff you guys if you guys turn like, well, do we make that here in America? Do we have the ability to even fucking make that? No. It's like, okay, cool. That's just great. So like there's no alternative and we now have to pay more. So it's just like we're gonna tariff everything coming from Japan. Well, we don't like that's where the Switch is coming from. Well, yeah, well, who gives a shit? That's where the PS6 is coming from. Well, we don't give a shit. Like it's just like stupid. Like every economist agrees selective tariffs can work, but not just like blanket like Japan 50%, Mexico 100%, Canada 100%. It's like shit doesn't work.
It doesn't.
It's stupid.
And it's now like you see it's starting to affect, like the effects are
Yeah,
starting to like
stock
now
markets
yeah.
dog shit. cost of shit's going up. So it's just like
But-
stupid.
Yeah, when for it to or for how it pertains to this podcast specifically, now its effect on video games. Like, look, we're gonna have to like I know that you guys were doing the whole argument like they're gonna want to charge $100 for games just because they can, but like now they're gonna be doing it because like, well, yeah, like
Gonna have to.
we're gonna have to because of tariffs. So like now, and so I mean, I say like we're gonna have to ride the wave a bit of these tariffs until they're not a thing. But the thing is, like, once we start paying these prices, they look at it and they're gonna be like, well, I mean, no, we don't have to go back because people are paying them.
So it wasn't even a
Mhm.
company that did it. It was fucking Trump that did it. Actually, we
Yeah.
were all wrong.
You know what? We were all wrong. It wasn't a company that decided we're gonna start charging. It was Trump forcing their hand.
It was Daddy
Trump
Trump.
did it. Fucking
Damn.
motherfucker.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like during the pandemic, like people had to raise prices because they were like, "Oh, inflation's going up." But like they did a study, like I saw a graph, and it was like on fast food restaurants, like they said inflation during like the pandemic, like during those first couple years of the pandemic, it was like 30%. But like McDonald's raised their prices like 100%, and people
Yeah.
just like people kept paying for it. So then like that's just the new price for everything now. It's because like like companies are able to like under the guise initially of like, oh yeah, like it's like this is true, like it's gonna be like they're like, oh, we had to raise prices because of tariffs, but are they also inflating that the amount they're also like needing to raise it, and could they change it back after the tariffs are gone? Sure, but why would they when you can now, like when you're paying them more?
Especially too because like gamers are
That makes-
gamers. I don't want maybe not even probably gamers are like when it comes to spending money, gamers are like
We're pretty stupid.
we're pretty stupid. Like I see
Like
a lot
I
of
see shiny new tech, and I'm like, ooh. Like I don't know. Like unless like the Switch came out and it was like $600, Switch 2. Like
then
I
you're
was
probably
always gonna
more,
fucking
yeah.
buy this.
Yeah. And like I'm complaining about like the Switch 2 Pro controller being $80, but like if I have to buy it, you know what's probably gonna happen? I'm probably gonna go buy it. Like I'm not gonna be like, well, fine, I'm not gonna buy it. Like I'm just gonna do. And that's the thing. Like for all the complaining on social media that I see about like, oh, price is this and this and that, blah 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 blah. The Switch 2 is going to be. It's gonna sell like hotcakes. And I bet you Mario Kart World, the game that's like I said it's now the poster child for this like expensive like, oh, we're gonna have to start spending $90, $100 on a video game kind of thing talk. I bet you Mario Kart World is gonna be like their highest selling game for the year.
Well, it has to be. Like,
Yeah.
for the
But no,
console.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, it's gonna come with the console.
no. I'm talking about even like when they're able to separate sales out from like just the actual.
I don't know.
copies of the
Metroid's
game.
gonna be. I mean, I
Metroid-
guess.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
even though Metroid, because Metroid's only for like those certain people that like the game. Mario Kart's just for literally
Yeah,
anybody.
Mario Kart is
Just
for
play
everyone.
yeah, I don't know. But
It's
Metroid's
like-
gonna be on Switch 1 and 2, so I don't know.
Pokemon ZA, yeah, it's gonna be on Switch 1 and 2.
Me-
But
yeah.
again, it's just for
Honestly,
those niche people,
I
though.
think Mario Kart World. I think if you look at like what games that are coming out this year, that'll be their top 3 selling games. It's probably going to be Mario Kart World, Pokemon Legends ZA, and then Metroid Prime 4. Like those are going to be their top 3 selling. Like
Yeah.
Like if Mario Odyssey 2 came out also, then
And was
maybe. But yeah,
$90?
it's
Nah, dude, guys, I think it's gonna be the fucking wheelchair basketball game.
Dragon Drive, or
Yeah.
it's going to be their like, dude. They're basically releasing like a tech demo on the Switch too,
I know. To like, I forgot. I
and
was
they're
like,
charging
yeah, like
for it.
I know when you were initially,
It's like
I almost been
ARMS.
because I was gonna. It's not like it'd be like arms. It's just like oh, like come look at like learn more about the fucking magnets. Like that thing should better be $5. Like, because that's stupid. When you're talking about like we pretty much know everything about the Switch, and I wanted to say like buy a game more about all the ins and outs of your Switch console. You have to buy a fucking game. Just stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what are they trying to do? Like I don't know, like a Astrobot, where it's like, I don't know, you're like playing on a controller in a console or whatever. I don't know. It's that was like the weirdest thing. Was like, you're gonna try to sell this tech demo of like, here's like the history and all the specs behind the Joy-Con and the magnets that are inside of there. It's like, okay, like, why? This should just be like a
Like,
thing.
why?
There's something on Xbox. There was like some like tech thing to kind of show off like the new, like when the Series X came out. I feel like there was something that came out
Yeah,
that
it was
showed
like
off.
the showed off like the HDR and like the 4K visuals.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
remember.
It should
But
be free.
it was a
But
free
it was
thing.
free.
It was free.
It was free. Yeah, everything
Or dude,
that's just kind of
or
like techie like
Astro's
that.
Was the Matrix?
Playroom.
No, I know this was that Matrix game, right?
No, not that. There was something
no,
else.
no, that was for the fucking Unreal Engine shit.
Yeah.
No, it's just like something like through a grass field or some shit like
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
But dude, like the better example is like the Astro's Playroom. That was supposed to be
Yeah.
show the features of the PlayStation 5's like controller and stuff like that. It was free with the console. It was free.
Yeah.
It came with the console. Like, and it was a pretty good game too. Like, it was actually not a bad game. Yeah, that one is like one of those things.
It better
where
be.
it's like,
They better make that free, or I don't know. That'll just be weird to charge people for like not even a game, just an interactive tour of your system. But like I won't buy it. Like I'll look. Like the nice thing is someone will upload that shit to YouTube.
yeah, I know, right? I know. I don't know. So, yeah. Do you think? I mean, we kind of already said it. Like, this is it, right? We're now gonna have to start looking at $80, most likely.
Yeah, $78 price range is like,
I feel like only like
especially
the top Nintendo games for sure.
yeah.
Like the main ones that would obviously, like Mario Kart would obviously will sell for that price. Fuck, maybe like another top tier,
I'm
like not a
sure.
3D Mario game, not just a side scrolling one, like an actual
Yeah.
3D Mario one, like Mario Odyssey 2 or something.
Yeah, like there's going to be a price difference between like the Metroid for Switch 1 and 2. Like I get like whether it's $10 or $20, like there'll be a difference there. But
The Pokemon one too, all that shit, like those ones gonna be thingy. Like me, like the new, like another Legend of Zelda one's probably gonna be $80 because fucking Tears of the Kingdom was fucking 70. So they were like, fuck it, make it 80 digitally.
And like I said,
That's
yeah,
my take.
because like you or no, not like I said, like you said, because they see like, oh, you know what, they can get away with it, even though like it is a thing of like, well, we have to make money, and these tariffs are fucking us, so we're just gonna pump up the prices of it. But because most likely, like I said,
when you got to make
gamers,
money on the softwares where companies make their money, so
yeah, but because people will, it doesn't matter that people have been bitching about it. People are gonna go out in fucking droves and just buy everything Nintendo. They're gonna be like, well, you know what? Yeah, $80 is the new standard price probably now, or at $90
So hopefully,
if you want a physical.
with enough hate, maybe I can get a fucking console, right? That's what scalpers gonna buy, right? They shouldn't get the scalpers to buy, right? Because all the people hate it.
Well, that's a different thing than it. I don't know. Yeah, we're
No, I feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like I could see Smash Bros. Maybe being up there.
yeah, that's I mean, they better have hella roster. Like
Yeah, like getting a roster, new people, and it's gonna be updated for years. Not just like, oh, here's just one pass. Peace.
I mean, the next Smash Brothers will probably be like Ultimate. Yeah, like I don't know how long they were updating and providing
They
content for that game.
they
So.
just did it to like until Sora came out, and then they're like, see ya, we're done. After they released Sora.
could have swore they did more, but you're probably right. Yeah. No, I mean like, uh, I mean the thing is too, like they do a new Smash Brothers game. Stop giving us so many sword fighters. There's so many of them. So many. You think the next one they'll call it something else, or they call it Smash Brothers Ultimate 2?
Nah, it's Smash Brothers World.
Jesus. Smash Brothers Universe. Something like that. All right. I don't know. You guys got any final thoughts?
Well, good luck to
No.
us next week.
Yeah. Hopefully we all
Good
get
luck
a
to anyone
pre-order.
out there who wants one.
No. Not good luck to anyone. Just good luck to us. What the fuck?
Hey, so you got to send good vibes out. That way I get good luck.
Yeah, good
Secretly
luck to
down,
us.
secretly deep down, I'm saying I fucking hope no one else gets one except me.
But you gotta, yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to
It's like,
lie.
yeah.
You have to
It's
lie
like,
to the universe. Good luck. I hope you guys all get one.
it's like they tell me at my
Fuck you
job.
guys. Hope you don't get one.
It's like they tell me at my job. You still gotta put on that customer service smile and all that stuff, even though you're like, you fucking idiot. I get
Yeah,
you.
it's like
I
when I
get
play games with you.
Oh, fuck you. All right. And then with that, so we're going to go ahead and end this podcast. All right. So again, no regular podcast until I guess we're going to record.
Someone
Yeah,
is
the
turning 30 million
9,
years old.
39, almost 40 years old. We'll be back April 14th. Yeah, April 14th. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. So this is going to have to do for now. But hey, we had to talk about this Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Like, we'd be crazy not to. Plus, obviously, got to get into that algorithm. Got to get into that sweet, sweet algorithm.
I want to get in your sweet, sweet
Okay.
algorithm.
But if you like what we do, what we put out there, the stupidity we bring into the world, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I've been your host, Everett. Devin.
What up, skank?
God. JJ.
Yo.
And until next time, we'll catch you guys later.